Good morning. It is Thursday, March 1st, and I am kicking off a video that I'm going to do tracking the fast I'm doing this week, the fat fast I'm doing this week. But as with everything, I multitask, so this will also be kind of a mom life video. It is 6:10. I've been up since 5:30. I got up, did my hair, and toiletry stuff. I normally get up just before 6, but I had to get up early this morning because, one, I have a big meeting today and I wanted to do my hair nice, and two, my daughter has a performance at school where they're doing something for the civil rights movement, and she has to look like a woman from the late 50s, early 60s, so I have to do her hair in a bouffant. And she's got to be dressed up, and also we had extra things to do this morning, so I'm getting ready to take my vitamins, drink my 16 ounces of water, and then fix my kids their shakes. My son does a smoothie most mornings, and this morning my daughter wants a coffee protein shake. So that's where I am. I'll be back. Okay, crazy mom life vlog. It is 8:15. I dropped Victoria off at school. I'm actually running late. I try to get to work just after 8, but doing her hair took a lot longer than I anticipated. So good thing I gave myself some time, but I still was running late. So but you know, I'm gonna miss her production today because I have this board meeting I have to go to, which is a total bummer. I hate having to do that, but my parents are going in my place. Last night was crazy. So last night, I'll talk about what I did for my last meal. I actually had to stay at work late yesterday because, whatever. I had to stay at work late, then traffic was really bad. It took me twice as long to get home. I came home, I cooked a big tray of fish with butter and olive oil and different like Cajun seasonings, and my bacon and Brussels sprout and Parmesan cheese recipe. That's like John and I's like favorite vegetable to have as a side item. So I hurried up and cooked that, threw our bikes on the back of my car, and John, Victoria, and I all went to the town just next to us. On Wednesday nights, they do a social ride, bike ride, and so we all went to that. The ride is normally about 10 miles, but we only did half because we needed to get home because this weekend Victoria is going camping with the Girl Scouts, and I needed to pack her suitcase. She needed to bathe. Just had things to do. So we just did half the ride last night. I got everything packed. Everybody bathed into bed and that whole good thing. So, because tonight they actually changed my gym routine around. I normally would have step and then body sculpt, but they're changing it where it's gonna be body sculpt and then yoga. So this will be my first time doing yoga in like 2 years. So I'm gonna give it a go and see how it goes. I would prefer to do cardio, but I'll go to step class on Friday night and Saturday morning, so that'll be fine. But yeah, so her stuff has to get dropped off at the troop leader's house tonight, and John is going to do that while I am at my class, and they're going to take our little dog Chelsea to the pet store because we're trying to socialize her more because she gets real antsy around other people and dogs, and she gets jumpy. So we're trying to expose her to people more. So yeah. And I have this big board. I'll probably be late for my exercise class tonight because I think this board meeting is probably going to run long, and we'll just see how tonight shakes out. It might be a weird night for me. But yes, this is how I juggle mom life. I packed my gym bag. It's in the back there. I go straight from work. That way, you know, once I get home, sometimes I don't want to go back out. But so on Fridays when I have that step class, that's at 7 o'clock, I have to go home, and I immediately put on my workout clothes, so that way not going is not an option. Otherwise I'm just silly sitting in my workout clothes at home. So I'm working on my first cup of coffee. Normally, sometimes I might be on my second cup of coffee, especially getting up as early as I did this morning, but because I was so busy, I'm only like halfway through this cup of coffee. So after this I'll drink water, and I'll come in later with, you know, letting you know when I'm having another cup of coffee. And I mean, feel great. It's just the morning. It's no different than any other day, so the fasting's not really a factor yet. Okay, it is 4:45. I just got finished with my meeting and back to my car, and I am getting ready to drink not just water, but water with salt and potassium in it. I use pink salt and something called no salt, which is potassium. I put a quarter teaspoon of each in that water, and that's basically my pre-workout. It replenishes the electrolytes that you lose when you're doing a ketogenic diet or fasting. I don't normally do it when I'm eating food because I salt my food pretty well now. But since I'm fasting, I definitely do it before I work out, so that way I don't get cramps and feel lethargic or anything like that. So I am going to drink that on the way to the gym, and then I will do my weights workout and my yoga class. Okay, I did not come in yesterday after my workout. It's just like was super crazy mom life. So did my weights workout. I did a yoga workout, which was like tons and tons and tons of stretching. I am incredibly sore today. After that, I had to braid Victoria's hair to get her ready for her camping trip, so that way she wouldn't have to brush her hair while she was gone, because she has really long, thick hair. Then today I had meetings, a couple of big meetings today, and I've been running on coffee and heavy cream and a little bit of butter and lots of water. So yesterday I had probably, I lost count. I can't remember if it was 4 or 5 16-ounce coffees with heavy cream. I know that sounds like a lot, but that's really like not that bad for me. And I had about 80 ounces of water, including that salt water. And I still got some cramps at the very end of the yoga class. So I think next time I'm going to do a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of the potassium or the no salt before my workout. Because, yeah, I was still, my feet were kind of cramping up. But then I was also doing weird yoga poses, so that kind of makes my feet cramp up sometimes too. So, that's that. What else? Today I've had, I think, 3 cups of coffee. It is about, I don't even know what time, 6 o'clock maybe, 5:30, 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit later. And I was going to do my step class tonight, but the weather is so beautiful outside, I decided to go on a bike ride instead. So I just did like half an hour, like 7 miles in the neighborhood, and now I'm just sitting out in the back. I'm getting ready to go inside and clean the kitchen. The house is kind of always a disaster on a Friday because I kind of let little things slide here and there all throughout the week, and then on Friday night and Saturday morning I do my massive cleanup. So I'm gonna try and get a jump start on it now. Yeah, so tomorrow morning my step class is at 9:30. I'll do that. I have a hair appointment at 11:30, and I probably won't break my fast until, I don't know, I have to bring my son to a dance, and I think we have to leave at 6:30, so I'll probably wait until we get back home, like maybe 7:30 to break the fast, unless I just am ravenous. But honestly, I have had no hunger. For the last 2 days, no hunger. I've had desires to eat, which, you know, head hunger kind of things, but like I was so busy today when I was leaving work, I thought, wow, I never even got hungry at all, like nothing. So pretty good. Oh, and there, where's Chelsea? She's chasing her tail. Chase it. Go, Chelsea. Okay, so it's late on Saturday night, and I did finish my 72-hour fat fast. At about 8 o'clock, I had dinner, and I'll put in a picture of what I ate. I had a ribeye steak with, we did Brussels sprouts with bacon and parm, and broccoli with bacon and parm. And I had about a third of that steak, because the steak was huge, and there was no way I could possibly eat it all. But, and I find after a fast, my capacity is a little bit smaller anyway, so I didn't eat much tonight. After that, when we were watching TV, I did eat some little chunks of Parmesan cheese, but that's about it. So that's it. Successful fat fast. Next time I do one, I'll have to decide if I'm going to do a water fast. I might do either 1 or 2 days fat fast and then the last day of water fast, or some water fast somewhere in between. I don't know. We'll just play that by ear. But I'm also going to put in a picture every time I did a glucose test or a keto test, like ketone, I took a picture of it. So I kept track of that, and I put the days and times on there because the times on my meters are actually wrong. One didn't take into account like daylight savings time, and then the other one is just my glucose meter is just completely out of whack. So I put in the day and time for those just as a point of reference to see how your glucose drops on like doing a fast and your ketones rise. I mean, it's what you expect to happen, but it's just proof that it does happen. So, hope y'all found this somewhat interesting, and let me know if this is something that y'all would want to see again. Bye, guys. Go out, make it happen.